cooperation with non-EU countries. In Russia, the 800 band is currently used by aeronautical systems. We have had very constructive bilateral discussions at political and at expert level. For example, last week our experts had negotiations in St. Petersburg. And we are optimistic that the issue can be solved, but of course we need some time. Despite the practical issues related to the 800 band, we should be able to look further ahead. The Internet of Things is becoming reality. This will increase the demand for spectrum in mobile services. The digitalization has multiplied the capacity which is today available for broadcasting services. In the medium run, however, the demand for spectrum in broadcasting will decrease. This will result from two reasons. First of all, new distribution and packaging standards will make the use of spectrum even more efficient. Secondly, TV programs will gradually come to be delivered through new distribution channels, particularly through high-speed broadband networks. This will provide an opportunity to reassess the actual size of the digital dividend. The Finnish Minister of Communications has launched discussion on the possible allocation of the second part of the digital dividend, such as the 700 band for mobile services after 2016. This will be the date when the most licenses of terrestrial TV will end in Finland. And as short response to the earlier question by Madame del Castillo Vera on harmonization, I can say that economic on scales is very important, of course. We need harmonization which enables it. On the other hand, we need to accept different speed by different member states. The 800 band has been mentioned as an example of soft harmonization. We should learn from this experience. The individual member states will of course decide by themselves on the use of the digital dividend. However, we need discussion and exchange of best practices at an early stage also at EU and WRC level. In our opinion, we would need a new conference to review the Geneva 2006 plan. Otherwise, there is high risk that the market will be fragmented. Thank you very much.
Merci beaucoup, Madame.
Thank you very much, Madam. Very important and pertinent comments there. Who else would like to take the floor from the Member States? Yes, please go ahead.
Vous représentez la Suède.
Sweden.
Thank you very much. The Swedish government decided already in December 2007 that the 800 MHz band should be used for other purposes than broadcasting. And Sweden will be among the very first member states to authorize the 800 MHz band following an auction. The Swedish government is confident that this authorization will result in a situation where wireless broadband is built out in sparsely populated areas, thus helping to fulfill the goals of the Swedish broadband policy. If member states act in a harmonized way, this will result in vast benefits for the consumers in terms of available and affordable equipment, but also for European innovation and competitiveness. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup. Alors, je crois que le...
Thank you very much. We've heard from two very dynamic countries, Sweden and Finland, when it comes to managing the spectrum properly. So I think it's now important to listen to the stakeholders as well. We have Lieven Vermaal from the European Broadcasting Union first.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, animator, facilitator. Thank you, everybody in this room. I'm not going to raise the interference issue. I think that has been made clear before and also in this room again. But I think I would like to take the words of Mr. Cruz about the open mind and the positive energy in this discussion. And we as EBU, we really want to bring an open mind and a positive energy in this discussion. And we want to have an open discussion about this. In my presentation of 5 minutes, I would like to re-address again the importance of terrestrial broadcasting, also the importance of broadband technologies for media organizations, and the reality check about broadband wireless and the whole discussion about rural broadband. But just some general points of view. First of all, I think EBU, European Broadcasting Union, is mostly well known for the Eurovision Song Contest. That's a TV program which is distributed over broadcasting TV channel, but also over different other platforms. But it's also active on the internet. It's also a multimedia website on the internet. It's also active on mobile phone. So it's a media-given thing which is active on different devices. It's not one or the other. We, media organization, we make products that need different delivery mechanisms over different platforms to reach the final public. Now, public service broadcasting organizations strongly believe in the potential that all these new communication technologies and all these new delivery platforms play an important role for European citizens. And in fact, it's our core broadcasting task to make this audiovisual content and all this content available to the whole public. Public service broadcasters support all the improvements, thank you Mr. Trautmann, of the revised telecom package as they endorse a dynamic approach to spectrum management, but they also recognize the Member States' competence in the field and respect of cultural, audiovisual and media policies. Spectrum is a scarce and natural resource essential for making content available as many citizens as possible and has important economical and social functions. But we have to bring reality in the discussion. Digital broadcasting and broadband is important for both of all. But the EU spectrum policy should, one, respect the diversity, allow for different local, regional and national perspective, and guarantee quality of service, and use spectrum resource efficiently. But this rigor has to be applied for all players in the ecosystems, as well broadcast players, as well broadband players. And terrestrial broadcasting, with all respect, is optimal for the delivery of radio, TV and innovative media. It's the most efficient technology today, with growing numbers to deliver this content to mass media. And no other single platform can replicate these benefits. No other single platform can guarantee the quality of service, can respect the diversity and use the resource for a spectrum for terrestrial broadcasting. It's crucial and it's future oriented because terrestrial broadcasting is coming to mobile phones and terrestrial broadcasting is working on HDTV, on 3D, on ultra high definition. Spectrum is the crucial resource for all this. Spectrum is a crucial resource for everybody in this room. It's a crucial resource also for a vibrant terrestrial broadcasting platform. And the UHF band, the band we all discuss, is the only possible band to exploit all the benefits of terrestrial broadcast, the economical one and the social ones. And I think in that case, and I want to be very clear, any further reduction of the available spectrum for terrestrial broadcasting beyond the 800 MHz band would have negative consequences for the viewers, the broadcasters and the whole associated industry. Now, at least I would like to make a point also about broadband. Broadband in general and wireless broadband in concrete. Both fixed broadband and wireless broadband are very optimal for personal, on-demand and interactive services, and these are part of a full media package today. And to support all the audiovisual objectives, they must be ubiquitous and open and guarantee coverage and quality of services for all the users. This has to be the case. And media applications require high bandwidths. And these high bandwidths can be delivered by fixed broadband networks. No problem about that. But wireless capacity and wireless broadband networks will have more limitations and will never be able to deliver these media applications. And maybe people can say it's possible. And you can possibly build a sufficient capacity network on a wireless broadband basis to deliver media applications, but this will be too expensive and nobody will or should do this. It will be a huge network cost, it will use a lot of spectrum and will be totally not green at all. But wireless broadband, I think, it will never give you and never will be able to give you a similar experience like terrestrial or fixed broadband, especially not in the frequencies that are discussed today. But let me bring you now to the discussion about rural broadband and to bring some reasoning here. Rural broadband, that in fact relies on the digital dividend discussion. The public resource we have given up as public service broadcasters and authorities will be a poor rural broadband. It will be unable, for the same reasons, to provide high-quality media services to the end users and will ultimately lead, allow me to say it, to second-class broadband to all users in the wide field. A guarantee of quality is not guaranteed. A guarantee of service is not guaranteed. The certain bit rate